Hello everybody, welcome back to yet another video. So, you may remember several months ago now, I did a review on this. This is the MSI GK80 Vigor Gaming Keyboard. Now, I had a few complaints in that, mainly to do with some of the keycaps, but bar that, it was an alright product. And, well, I've gotten used to it. So it's just, you know, you have something for long enough that you find it a bit boring now and you want to do something to it. So that's where today's video came in. As you can see, these are a load of Cherry MX Red switches. And on here, these are a load of Cherry MX Blue switches, but also Cherry MX Red switches. Stay tuned to find out what the hell's gone on. Okay, well, either way, continue watching. Okay, so, what did I do? Well, for one, I switched out the key switches. No, that's not the end of the video. Why? Now, I do a lot of typing on this keyboard. This is my main keyboard. I use it all the time. I enjoy using it. It's a great keyboard for my purposes, but I always wanted to just be a little bit more satisfying. Now, I could have gone over the entire keyboard with Cherry MX Blues because I actually really do like this keyboard as a whole. Problem with that is I do a lot of streaming. Doing a lot of streaming now as well as recording means that I can't use Cherry MX Blue switches because the clicks are, well, incredibly loud. So if I was, say, doing a stream and I was having to use my keyboard, yeah, that's not going to end well for anybody. But then again, I'm still not 100% happy with having red keys on everything. So I figured, okay, why don't I go ahead and put blue keys on the keys that I don't use for anything like gaming? So stuff like your numpad or these three keys up here, which are your print screen, scroll lock, and something else that I can't remember. Was it print screen, scroll lock? Oh yeah, pause. That was it. Print screen, scroll lock, pause buttons. Switch them out into blue keys because I use these for media keys anyway as my next and previous track. So, that's what the plan was, to go ahead and switch these over. There's only one teeny, tiny fly in the ointment. All these keys are soldered to the board. Now, that doesn't sound like a huge thing up until the point I say, I've never soldered before. So, yeah, I had to learn how to solder. Which, that was a learning experience, I'm not gonna lie. Granted, it works. I didn't bugger it up. But I almost did. Like with any new tool, I always have a habit of making a small, almost costly mistake, and then getting it right afterwards. My first costly mistake on when I was doing the water cooling for the MSI Barebones, well, I completely destroyed one of the Dremel blades in about 10 seconds. I learned to go ahead and take my time, and I didn't have to use a single extra blade after that. On this one, I learned that you shouldn't leave a soldering iron on a keyboard. Yeah, turns out, yeah, start melting stuff. I should have known that. It's just I didn't realise it was leaning on one of the old key switches, which is the reason why there's only 18 in here, rather than the 20 which I removed. So one, I melted the hell out of the key switch. Two, I nearly melted the hell out of an LED. I think it was that one up there. It does work, I've just got the lights off because it makes it easier to see the blues and the reds. So I nearly destroyed an LED. And on top of that, trying to remove the switch that had melted was a bit of a pain because it sort of became a rivet in the fact that it melted the top. That top expanded out, and now I'm trying to fit something that is that big for a hole that's that big. That didn't go well. But once I got used to that, it worked out pretty well. And well, I'm going to go ahead and roll the footage right about here on how that turned out. The entire, well, most of the process, because I forgot to hit record a couple of times, so sorry about that. But we've got most of the process recorded down for you. Alright then, so what I first had to do was, of course, disassemble my keyboard as it was. As you can see there, it is sitting with all the red switches. Now this bit is usually quite a bit tedious due to the fact that there is an absolute ton of screws all over the front of the keyboard on its faceplate, as well as a couple on the back that, well, let's be fair, they ain't really the easiest to undo, because for some reason the screws just easily get chewed up, which is a pain in the rear, and I'm probably not going to alter the keyboard too much in the future as a result of this. Anyway, once that was done, I got my soldering iron and all that lot ready. Desoldered everything because I kind of forgot to record when I was desoldering. Yeah, I thought I hit the record. I didn't, apparently.
But of course, you can go ahead and see me here resoldering everything on top. Now, yes, you can see that I'm using a gas mask because, well, my room isn't the best ventilated. It's got fresh filters, so I thought, hey, why not? It's better than nothing, and I'd rather not go ahead and pass out due to all the flux that is coming off of this, not to mention the noxious gases from when I occasionally burn something. So yeah, this was fun and a really interesting experience for me, not gonna lie. Never gone ahead and used a soldering iron before, so the fact that this actually worked out at all went pretty well. And I'm not sure if you can see it, but on the top row, I basically melted one of the LEDs. In fact, you can see me here, in fact, taking off one of the keys, because when I put it in, one of the actual pins for it bent one way, so I had to go ahead and take it out and sort that out before I could go ahead and solder it, because obviously the pin wasn't where it needed to be. Anyway, continuing on with that, it just goes ahead and using that soldering iron slowly, making sure everything is as it should be. Well, mate, I did burn myself a couple of times. I burnt myself on the thumb once, as well as in the palm of my hand, which stung like a pain, but hey, what do you know? You live and learn. But yeah, fun little experience, and jump back to the studio, I guess.
Okay, so that was how it was actually gone ahead and done. And how does it work now? Well, I can say with confidence that it works actually really, really damn nice. I mean, yeah, you've got a couple of complaints here and there, and that's because the rest of the keyboard's not Cherry MX Blues like I'd like, but, you know, you do what you can with what you've got. And, well, since then, it's so nice. I'm not joking, these Cherry MX Blues, if you have the ability to swap out your key switches in your keyboard for Cherry MX Blues, I recommend them because they're so nice sounding. But if you work in an office, or you're streaming or anything like that, yeah, don't go for Blues because they are way too loud. But if you can have them, you're not going to bother anybody with them, trust me. They are the most satisfying keys that you can press. Oh yeah, I should probably explain what the hell a Cherry MX Blue is anyway. Right, for those of you who didn't watch my previous video on this, where I included all the technical jargon about these mechanical switches, these Cherry MX Reds, they're what's known as a linear switch, meaning that you literally press it down, after a certain point, it will go ahead and activate the switch. With these Cherry MX Blues, they've sort of got a little plastic collar in them. Now, what this is designed to do is that once you start pressing it down, eventually that plastic collar is just going to drop straight down and create a click. One, you're going to get a bit of vibration feedback from, of course, the second that it moves. You're going to get a sort of tactile bump, but also you're going to get a tactile click. So, of course, you know when that's been pressed, which means the type is, it makes it a lot easier. Which is part of the reason why I wanted the numpad, because I use the numpad a surprisingly large amount. I'm actually kind of shocked at how much I use it. But yeah, that's why. Sorry if this is a bit of jumbled, but hey, what do you know, I'm a bit terrible. But yes, that is the MSI keyboard Vigor. But yes, that is the MSI Vigor GK80 gaming keyboard. Modifying a pig, if you will. And hey, it worked out pretty damn nicely. And hey, you could even try this at home. Just be careful with soldering irons. 400 degrees Celsius, by the way, not Fahrenheit. 400 degrees Celsius. It's pretty toasty. It does burn a lot. Be careful. Anyway, I guess it's time to go ahead and wrap up this video. So anyway, like the video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it. Any thoughts or questions, leave them in the form of a comment down below. Don't forget to check out my Patreon, Facebook, and Twitch pages. All can be found in the description. And, well, hit that subscribe button, notification bell for more content from me, the 117th Con. And, as always, this is the 117th Con. Signing off. Have a brilliant day, folks, and I will catch you all in the next one. Also, stay safe and stay at home. Anyway, ta-ra, folks.